Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about variables and data types. This should be very easy to follow. It's nothing too complicated. I'm going to explain it to the best of my ability. So yeah, here we go. So the first thing we have is a number. In the ARMA 3 engine, it's defined as a number. It's not an integer. It's not a double. It's not a float. If it's a number, it's a number. Simple enough, right? Okay, then you have strings, which is pretty much text in quotations. You know, nothing too complicated about that. You have Boolean, which is true or false in ARMA. And then you get to the really engine defined stuff, like an object. An object can be a player, a vehicle. It can be a map marker. It can be a crate that's in the game. So yeah, it's object is based on a physical thing that's in ARMA. That's the best way I could put it. So yeah, and then with those data types, you also have arrays. Arrays can hold multiple different data types. It can actually hold any data type, I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen a data type that an array couldn't hold. I know in some other programming languages you're limited to one data type per array. Well, in the engine that ARMA 3 uses, you can have any data type you want within an array. So there you go. You also have side, and so side is west, east, independent, and civilian. West is blue for, east is op for, independent is resistance, and civilian is just civilian. Okay. All right. And then you have nil, and nil is what you use to undefine a data type or a variable. So, and I'll get to that here in a sec. But yeah, that's what a nil is for. You use it. So say you had a variable boolean and it was true, and then you put nil there, and then you try to return the variable boolean, it would come back nil or any because you undefined it. And then we get into the variables. Okay, so now we're going to the actual variables. A global variable can be executed anywhere on the machine, which means it can be executed between multiple scripts on your machine. But however, that is not the same with a private variable. Private variable can only be executed within the scope it's defined in, which means it's either a scope, which I'll later go into what a scope is, or the script. And the only thing that defines a private variable is this underscore. That underscore right there defines if it's a private variable. This is a global variable because it does not have an underscore before it. This is a private variable because it does have the underscore before it. And assigning data to variables is very easy. You would just get your variable, put equals sign, and you would use your data type. You put your data type. And your data type isn't restricted just to one data type. In the middle of the mission, you can switch it, you can switch data types. It can go from 0, then it could go to player, then it could go to false, and it's never stuck to one specific thing. So yeah, that will conclude this video. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.